What's good, YouTube? Antayami here, and we're back with another deck profile. I know, it's been years since I said this on this channel, but yes, unfortunately, we are back into competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Hypers. I'm very excited for this. So, yes. So, my first deck coming back is Nekroz because it's one of the few decks I know that's still pretty decent in the format. And I used to play this back in the day when they were tier 1. So I was like, sure, I'll start off with this deck. You know, I'm not into like the super links yet or even pendulums for that matter. But yes, we're gonna be back with this, okay? So let's go ahead and start into the deck profile. And then I'll talk about some of the tournaments I did with this deck. Because I entered 2 tournaments. And basically I went 2 and 2 for both tournaments. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. Alright, so I play 2 Sherrits. Obviously, if this card was at 3, you play 3. It's basically how it goes. Triple Manji. Good normal summon. It searches basically anything in the deck that you really need. So I run 3 of these. I played a Vanity Ruler variant. So I played 1 Vanity's Ruler. Because that card is so busted when you get that out first turn. It's so hard to deal with. I played only 1 book Incantations, and then after that I played 2 of the other ones. So Clay Dolls, Pencil Plume, and what's his name? I actually forgot his name. Talismandra. So essentially, he searches the ritual monsters. He searches ritual spells from the deck. He adds back from the graveyard ritual monsters, and he adds back ritual spells. And the reason why I put him at 1, I might put him back to 2, because I just like even numbers. But I just thought that the fact that since Nekroz spells cards are really good in the graveyard, and you can banish them to search, I didn't think he'll come up too often, but he has his place in sometimes. Because if they can't clear your board, then you can recycle some of your ritual cards and win the game that way as well. So I might bump him back to 2. I played 3 Chalice. Card is insane. I love this card. So basically, you can reveal him from the hand to discard 1 card from your hand to special summon an incantation from your deck to the field. It puts a monster on board, and you get a free search. Such a really good card. Really good. Must play 3. 1 Benton for the Vanities. Pretty much for the Vanities Ruler. You can use this card to search out Manjus if you can't get to your Vanities Ruler, which means you already summoned it or it's already in your hand. You can get it for a Manju. But yeah, you use this with a combo with Brio and Cycle, and you get to add a fairy from your deck, which is really cool. Going to the rituals that are Nekroz. We run 1 of these. I wish this card was at 3. Man, if I can run this card at 3, whoo, this deck would be smoking. But yes, we run 1 of him. He's basically the heart and key of this deck. You want to summon him and protect him, and your opponents can't activate their extra deck monsters. But if they special summon their monsters from the graveyard, they get their effects. So also be careful for that. 1 Gungnir. I see a lot of people not playing this, but I really like this card. This card guarantees that if you have Unicorn, you can discard Gun, and it's guaranteed to at least live, unless they do like banishing or something crazy. But yeah, it normally lives when that happens. I played 2 Colossus. I don't think you need 3, and 1 is too small, so I think 2 is perfect. Once you get your spells popping, the deck kind of flows and you don't really need it. But I also use this card a lot for the Brio. Not Brio, for Trishula, because he's a level 3, and I usually combo that with Brio in my graveyard with Nekroz Mirror. Speaking of Trish, played 2 Trish. Really good from the hand. I pitch him to negate any card that targets my Nekroz. And of course, when you summon him, it's pretty much broken. It's like, he doesn't target, he banished 1 card from the hand, graveyard, and on the field. Really cool for removal. Love them. 3 Brios, Heart and Soul. Basically, it searches for basically every monster in the deck. we play 3 Valks. Some people run 2. I like 3. 3 Valks is really cool because I like to see this card in my opening hand. I like to see 1 because it's really good to tribute off the incantations to get more pluses, and also it's a battle fader. It's really freaking nuts. And if a deck is like too grindy or too slow, like control decks, you can probably drop 1 for a side and play 2. But I wouldn't recommend playing anything less than 2. Such a good card. All right, coming up for the spells, we have 1 Kaleidoscope, 2 Cycles, 2 Mirrors. Pretty much, it's pretty standard. For the other ritual spell, we run 1 Incantation ritual spell card. It's really good because if you open this up with one of the chalices, you plus for days. So basically, you use chalice effect to discard to the graveyard to special summon 1 Incantation from your deck onto the field. You get a search, and then you have this card in the graveyard. So you would activate this card in the graveyard to put it back into your hand, and you send 1 Incantation monster on the field to the graveyard to special summon another one. So you get another search, and you basically discarded nothing. So you got a +2, which is really insane, really good. We run 3 Called by the Graves. This card is insane because it deals with hand traps. Like, this deck loses to Ash so hard, it's crazy. It's been times where I summon Manju because I need that effect to resolve so I can go into my plays. They always answer with either Valor or Ash Blossoms, and you would just be like, no, just no. You get your effects. And you can also use it for other stuff too, because I went against a lot of decks where they'll use monsters on the field, and since they have another copy in the graveyard, obviously you can just use it to stop their plays. So it's a really versatile card. It's really good. Recommend at 3. 1 Rhoda, good searching card for your Shurit or your Colossus. It's basically your only targets. And then you play 3 Preparation of Rites because you're on drugs if you play anything less than this. Which you can play 4 of these cards. This card is amazing. You can also bring back your ritual spells from your graveyard back to your hand. It's really good. It's +1 if that happens. And then for the last 3 cards, which is a 45 card deck, I'll play 3 Infinites. Card's nuts. I mean, no introduction for this card. This card is crazy. I love it. It's a hand trap, and then if you set it, you can negate spells and traps as well. It's really good. Going to the extra deck, and since I'm just now, I mean, obviously I've been playing the game for like 2 weeks, I don't really have a full extra deck, but I run 1 of this. JK, just kidding. I use this card as a protection card for my extra deck, so I play my extra deck face up, and this is what's facing up. My friend JD gave me this card before I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I thought she was like really, really adorable. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just keep her, just, you know, whatever. Never thought about getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! But I was like, yeah, I keep it. Why not? It looks cool. I like it. And then turned out I went back to Yu-Gi-Oh! So she's gonna be my spirit monster for a while. I play 1 Elder. This card is really good for popping cards on the field. I usually combo this with Kaleidoscope and Unicorn. So if I want to pop something on the field, I can use that. I played 3 of these. I don't have any pots, but I will be getting pots in the future. So you don't really need 3 of these. Technically, you basically only need 1, but in the future, I will be running pot. So I went ahead and got 3. I played 1 of these guys. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Ultima Tanakin, whatever. His card's crazy. So he has no levels in his name or on the card, but it's treated as a level of 12. So yeah, I use him for Unicorn and I use him for Valk summons at the same time. For Exceeds, I play 1 Abyss Dweller. I play 1 of these outer cards, and then I also play this because obviously if you're playing this card, you can play this. What's really cool about this card, if I already played my Arc, I can use this effect to attach him like that. And then I overlay again with him, and he prevents, basically my opponents can't activate monster cards effects for the rest of the turn. It's really, really strong. And if this card ever dies, then this card hits the graveyard again, and I get another search, which is really cool. Oh, and I also play Exciton Knight, because he nukes the board. So if you overextend, a lot of cards on the board, I can make this real quick and nuke the field. Now, the extra monsters don't really come up as much as you guys think they do, but they are there just in case you need them, so always a good thing to have. And then for the links, I play one BLS, and then I play Phoenix, because Phoenix is pretty much a good staple. I figured, like, looking into cards and stuff, I was like, oh, he's cool, he's like an MST. Just discard a card and pop a card on the field. If there's a floodgate that's giving me some trouble, then that's cool. Wish this card can put up Mystic Mind. That card gets on my nerves. That card is crazy. Hopefully it gets hit, but it probably won't. And of course, BLS is really freaking strong. You play some good number of level 7 or higher monsters. So if you use him with a level 7 or higher, obviously he's not, you know, he's not destroyed by card effects, nor can you target him. So he's really good in a lot of cool matchups. Don't really have a side deck, but these are the only cards I technically own at the moment. So yeah, I play 3 Ghost Ogres, and I use them for side for tournaments because this is all I have. 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Danko Seconds, 3 Evenly Matched. I freaking love this card. This card has won me duels by itself. Like, legit playing, like, going second, right? They set up their board or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, if they play a lot of back row, I go battle phase, drop this. If they can't negate it, then I literally set up the Vanity's Ruler, and they just basically lose. They scoop it up. You know, once I have a play after that, they just scoop it up. It's really cool. And then I play 2 White Pilings for Spell Strikers because, yeah, I just heard that there was a deck that had a lot of spells, and I was like, oh, okay, let's just throw these in here. You know, why not? Because I play Water Monsters, which is pretty neat. So yeah, that's basically about it. Nothing special or anything, but my first 2 tournaments I've been to, I used this deck. I lost, well, first round I won versus Pendulum's Magicians. Then in round 2 I lost versus Control Subterrors. I believe that's what they were called. But basically he locked me down a lot, negated all my stuff, went to game 3, pretty hype. In round 3, I went against, what did I go against in round 3? This was like 2 weeks ago. It was like literally the day after I got back into it, I went to a tournament. So round 3, what was my round 3? My round 3 was Spell Strikers. My round 3 was Sky Strikers. So learn a lot about that deck. Deck is really insane. I lost in time. I lost legit by 100 life points. So I was like, that's pretty sad, but it's what it is. And round 4, I lost to Heroes. So very sad. Heroes are nuts. Didn't realize they were so crazy. And last week's tournament, my first round was versus a Madoche player. And he had all the pretty rarities. So he had the pots, he had the full deck, he had anti-fragrance in the main deck. So pretty close game, but I still lost to him. After that, I went against, who did I go against? Oh, I went against, I think it's like some kind of like Pendulum Dragon deck or something. It was pretty cool. Basically summon Vanity's Ruler and GG's. It's basically what happened. Vanity's Ruler just kind of won me that set. So round 3, I went against Burning Abyss. Same thing. Summon Unicorn. Summon Vanity's Emptiness. I keep saying Emptiness because when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanity's Emptiness was the card. Vanity's Ruler, and basically he scooped it up. Round 4, I lost to Dracos, True Dracos. Never played that deck. That deck is pretty nuts. Not sure if it's tier 1 or not, but man, it's pretty insane. So yeah, that's basically the decks I went against. Hopefully I can put up some more deck profiles and do some, you know, duels on the stream and stuff so I can put some more Yu-Gi-Oh content up. But yeah, that's all I have for right now. Thank you guys for watching, and yeah, It's my beautiful deck. So, alright guys, catch you guys later. Peace.